Hey guys, it's me, James, and we're back with Academagia. So what I think happened last time was we finished Netta's adventure. We finished the New Girl adventure. So I think we finished all the adventures we've started, which is actually really great. We don't have any more friends to do adventures for, or at least in our cliques. So yeah, we're kind of just free to do whatever we want, because we did everything last time. Oh god, what do I do? Alright, so I went through all our classes. Other than history and athletics, let me just double check that. Athletics, yeah. We have everything at 10 or above. In athletics, we can bring up archery. And in history, we actually have a couple different blind spots. Legacy of Many Towers, Pride of a Rebel Queen, The Captivity of Man, The Exile, we have none in that. And the Second Captivity. So, because we don't have really anything else to do, I think I'm going to raise a couple of these skills and maybe we'll do some random adventures. I'll look through the list and pick one that sounds kind of cool. I don't know. But yeah, so I don't know if this actually matters because I know that your main skill is based off of your top 3 sub-skills in the thing. So I don't think it actually matters if I bring up these other skills up, but who knows, maybe we'll get better test scores for the exams. And if anything, it's at least just something we can focus on because everything else, like, I don't really want to focus on mastery because that's illegal and sounds icky. Or gates, which is also illegal but doesn't sound as icky. And then everything else is just, I don't know why we should bring it up, if at all. Because we don't have classes in it. Not everything, you know, sounds like the most useful skills. Like maybe Beguile, we can bring Beguile up. Because we already have Flattery and Character Study up to 10. But yeah, I think we started this by focusing on our classes. Let's start ending this by focusing on our classes again in our weak spots. That is not history at all. There we go. So I guess we should focus on... Let's focus on the Exile because that one we have 0 points in. So let's bring that up ourselves using, of course, our favorite ability, the Library of Longshade. And let's do Friday. And tomorrow we have a nice little holiday, so that's nice. So maybe we'll get a little adventure from that. Who knows? But yeah, let's do Friday. Walking down a hallway between classes, you catch sight of a furry tail turning a corner and then disappearing into a nearby janitor's closet. Though the school does have a lot of roaming creatures and even a few ghosts, there really shouldn't be animals walking inside the schools unattended. Unless, of course, it's for a class. But classes aren't in session right now, and if it's for the next class, they should be there waiting, not wandering around the halls. What should you do about it? Keep walking to class? It actually strikes me like this top choice you get being... the one you should never do is probably what I would actually do in real life or what I would do in class, you know, or in school. Ignore everything, just fucking do your own thing and go home. Maybe that was a bad way to live life. Anyway, so what we have here is brute strength. Go after whatever it is. It might be difficult since you don't know what kind of creature it is, but you think you have the courage and strength to take it on, or move silently, creep closer for a better look of what escape creature might be. I think we're going to use move silently. You walk quietly down the hallway to see what kind of creature the furry tail might belong to. Closer to the janitor's closet, you see that the creature is really a baby koalago, a smoke puppy. Now, what can a legendary creature like that be doing around the school? Alright, so that has seemed to bring up nothing. Maybe my brute strength is better now? Also, what the hell's a smoke puppy? Whatever. Half the times I don't know if this is like based on actual mythology or if it's just some made up thing that whoever wrote this made up. It's hard to tell, which I guess is a plus for the game. Throwing the warnings and safety rules you've learned since your infancy to the wind, you start running down the hall towards the janitor's closet and whatever creature might be waiting there. We already know. It could be anything, and if it's something useful, you want to be the first on the scene. You jump on the furry thing after you enter the room and stuff it into your book bag. It's not very big, but that's all you can really tell about the thrashing thing. Smiling, you take your jumping book bag to Professor Pellae to deal with and handle. It is, after all, the responsibility of a person in authority to deal with runaway creatures in the school. So let's see, we have a bad relationship with this teacher, but he is the zoology teacher. So I guess this makes sense. The professor peeks into the bag and finds a baby gualago. The professor slips into lecture mode, explaining that you found a beast, a smoke wolf, occasionally seen on some of the more isolated islands, nowhere near Aminta, in at least 200 years, and you were fortunate enough to find an infant. If we found an infant, will we find the parents? Hypothetically. Professor is happy you found the pup and managed to bring it to him, and he is also baffled as to how it ended up in the middle of the campus. He also rewards you a hefty amount of academic points for your bravery and kindness in finding the creature. That's nice. Does that actually go to me in any way? Like, do I actually get merit points? I guess we'll find out. Learn nothing in class, but that's fine. You succeed at using library longshade. Yep. Exile. You have learned about Exile SP1, some lore if you wish to read, and you increase your Decipher handwriting skill step by 1, which is a research skill. Okay. Parents hate us. Duran competed. Honors succeeded at using Aspire on all students. Maximum was increased by 1. All students' courage skills was increased by 1. The relationship of honors and Oliver's story was increased by 1. Good for you, honors. You have learned about courage, which is a skill we already have, so a bit odd. And you have learned about brutes. Okay. Maybe that's a adventure that should happen more towards the beginning of the school year, if we're learning about these skills that we already have, which is a bit odd. Courage went up by 1. You have learned about this quest, which is some lore, so if you wish to read, it is right there. You have learned about Regenerate, which is a spell that expands vitality by 1 point, it looks like, for probably not that long. So not too great. It might be good to add to, though. Like, as a use it as like a base spell that you add more stuff to. And we also increased our brute strength skill by 1. Yay! Let's see, Lambert. Prudence. Did not succeed at study. Netta did not succeed at work the forge. Evelyn did not succeed at using study, and then there's everyone else we don't care about. And how are we doing in this? 568. We are 3rd place. Right, I wanted to push competing a bit more. So that's what we'll also do during the weekends. So we're going to do 2 study at the library Longshades. We're going to study twice, and then we are going to compete, which is in this list, I think. There we go. And we're going to enjoy the Pellae. Pellae? I don't know. I need to stop trying to guess words. Alright, so again, history, the exile. I think we'll do that twice. And competing, we don't have to add anything to, so let's get through the Pellae. You have volunteered to assist with the Pellae, helping to float the scores of candles and boats down the Pellae Arcadius canals prior to the crowning of the king and queen of the river. The event seems off to a great start. when all of a sudden the water starts flowing in the opposite direction as if a magical curse had been placed on it. Pranks are all well and good, but come on. Yeah, come on, this is a special little thing. We got the day off from school because of this. Come on, don't be dicks. Call for expert help? Nope. Observation. What is exactly going on with the water? Or incantation methods. Try to reverse the water's flow using a spell. Observation. You take a closer look at the water to try to discern what's occurring. You see what the flow is causing the candles, and very soon will cause the boats to float away from the coronation platform where the king and queen will be crowned. This is definitely a problem, as all those candles are part of the ceremony. Okay. Tactics. Try to reorient the festivities in the directions of the flow. Let's use incantation and reverse this bullshit. You think that magic could come in handy in this situation? Oh really, magic can be useful in this magic school. Sure. You decide to cast an old naval spell that sailors used to use on the high seas when the waves were giving them trouble. Sure, this isn't quite the same problem, but it seems appropriate. You chant the words, and then, within moments, the water comes to a complete halt. Without skipping a beat, it proceeds to flow in the correct direction. You've saved the day. Yay! Too bad we didn't find out who did this. Bastards. I apologize if I sound a bit odd. I'm not realizing I might be coming down with something. I haven't been feeling too great today, but yeah, so I hope I don't sound odd and this is something I cut out, but just in case, I guess. Alright, so we brought up Exile twice, and it's still pretty easy to bring up, only needs one step at a time. We also increased Demi-Tor, which is a dual skill. Let's see, Exile Interrogation. Oh, we also learned about Exile SP2, so if you wish to read, right there. You have learned about Sunder, which is a spell that increases spell combat abilities and spell combat actions. Okay, probably something we'll never use. You've learned about Dodge. It's a theme that increases composure and deceit. Oh, we also increased Duran's merit by 6, actually. That's really good. Tula competed, Lambert competed. You increase your incantation methods by 1. Let's see, Casper, Silk, Lambert, Philip, Melicresta. Evelyn did not succeed at using Prepare for Raid, and that's all she did today. Ned had succeeded at using Flies to Honey on herself and Nesso. She also trained in Listen. And Prudence did not succeed at Study or Get Ready for Negation. And Duran's at 580, while Vernon and Morvidius are in the 600s. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to catch up without me doing something really stupid. Like competing 3 times a day. Should I? I'll do it for today, why not? I am going to save just in case you're not actually allowed to compete 3 times a day. I'm not going to waste a day. Alright, this should be a fun little day. Oh wow, we're doing like 6... We did 6 twice today, so that's 12, 13, 14, 15. We did 15 points in one day. Hopefully that helps. We've also gained the reminder sheet back, which is good, I guess. Let's see, what did our friends do? Evelyn did not succeed at Study, did not succeed at Get Ready for History, but did succeed at using her Familiar. Neda succeeded at using Work the Forge, good for her, but did not succeed at Study or do some plotting. Casper, Lambert, Tabin, Prudence succeeded at using Pick a Fight on herself and the Zoology teacher, good for you. Prudence did not succeed at using Hangout inside the college, and Prudence did not succeed at Study, and Philip and Melicresta. So we are now at 595. I am a little bit tempted to do that again. Yeah, we can do adventures on the weekdays. Let's go crazy. Let's compete. Let's try to win one. Yeah. Studying for history class? What was I thinking? We need to compete. I'm in the competing spirit now. Professor Berardi seems unusually disorganized in class today. She is the negation teacher, so that's our best class, I think. She's calling out names twice during roll call. She's running around frantically with equipment, and she's passing out blank pieces of parchment for the daily pop quiz. Even her appearance is disheveled. Her face is flushed, and hairs are sticking out of place. You raise your hand. Is something the matter, Professor? The professor pauses, then shakes her head. I'm sorry, everyone. I haven't slept in a few days, and it's not leaving me at my best. She sits on the edge of her desk and rubs her temples, all very out of the ordinary. A very important patron of the school is coming to visit tomorrow. I thought the headmaster already had something planned for his visit, since he knows about this for a month now. But when I asked him about it, he just shrugged. She sighs. As usual, it's up to me to cover for him. I've been dealing with security and with lining up basic amenities, but I still need to put together some kind of gift or reception or... For now, though, I appreciate your concern, but class must come first. Propose a feast. You don't have to do anything. No. Character study. Commission a portrait of the patron. That actually sounds nice. Rally. Get Khajiit to write a song for the Patreon. Keep wanting to say Patreon. To write a song for the patron. I guess character study. Commission a portrait of the patron. Like, that sounds like the nicest thing. And that means she doesn't have to do work. She's just paying someone to do a painting. That sounds nice. You should delegate more. Leave it to us, you assure the professor. We'll take care of it. The professor looks skeptical. But what do you plan on doing? We'll paint a portrait of the patron and present it to him as a gift, you say. Professor Briardi visibly perks up. Say, that's not a bad idea. But who's going to paint the portrait? After class, I'll run down to Vernon campus. I've got somebody in mind. Sure. Half an hour later, you commission Casper for the job and haul him back to the negation classroom. I know we follow this character a lot, so let's just double... Oh god. We know all his information. Casper, with his heavy accent, fancies himself an artist. Okay, well, good. Okay, so the stuff on him is charcoal. Great, cool. He'll easily be able to do something. He does a quick sketch as Professor Biardi describes the patron. A tall, tweedy man with a short mustache, thick eyebrows and a long nose, thin lips. Oh, that's a very good picture of him, the professor exclaims. Casper beams. What? Oh, I think that's supposed to be flesh. I'll flesh out the details and fill it in with some color. It should be finished by tomorrow morning. I'll drop it off at your office. Thank you so much, Professor Briardi says. She turns and smiles at you. And thanks to you as well. I don't know what I would have done otherwise. Yay, we helped. Alright, so we only did 9 points today, but still, not bad.